gentlemen, John Mulaney.
Thank you very much. It is great to be here hosting Saturday Night Live for the 6th time. It's very nice to see all of you. I hope you've been great. I've been great. My wife and I just welcomed a baby girl into our family. We have a 5-week-old daughter, and I have a 2-year-old son. My wife takes care of the 5-week-old, and I take the 2-year-old out, and that's not fair. That's not an equal distribution of labor at all. Saying you have a 5-week-old, I'll take a 2-year-old, that's like saying, I'll transport this convict across state lines, you hold a potato. It's so nice to be here and look up at all of you. My whole life is looking down now. I have a baby, I look down at her. I have a 2-year-old son. He's 34 inches tall. I also live with his mother, my wife. She's half Chinese Vietnamese. She is 4 feet tall. Her mother, who lives with us, is full Chinese Vietnamese. She is 2 feet tall. And we have a wonderful nanny who helps us out. She is from the Philippines. She is -1 feet tall. All day long, just, yeah, okay, yep, oh yeah, sure, yeah, okay, yep, yeah, okay, yep, sure, okay, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. That's my mother-in-law's hand. I have 2 children, and I have 2 parents. I'm surprised I have 2 parents. I didn't know they'd still be around, but they are. You know, they're not even old. They still have, like, brown hair and go on biking trips and things. I'm always like, when are you 2 gonna be elderly and lay in a bed with your in-laws pressing feet together? When is that gonna happen? When are you gonna become one big pajama and press feet? My parents picked a bad time to get old. When I was younger, I maybe could have helped them, but I can't now. I'm 42. I don't feel well either. My brother called me in April. He goes, Mom fell. I fell. It hurt. I also bid it at an outdoor restaurant. A bunch of waiters fanned me with menus too. I also have a Band-Aid on the top of my hand. Older folks love a Band-Aid on the top of the hand. They love to take out that variety pack of Band-Aids. They shake them all out. They find the biggest, squarest, rubberiest Band-Aid. Looks like it could patch a tire. They slap it on their hand. They love it to bits. How are they injuring their hands that way? What situations are they finding themselves in? Getting robbed? I got a knife. Let me at him. I dare you to cut through this translucent, liver-spotted claw of bird bones, you son of a bitch. I'm too old to take care of older people. I gotta be the oldest person I know. I have a tear in my hip. I do. I have a tear in my right labrum. I go to physical therapy once a week. It's me and 3 other older women. We lay on mats. We press the small of our backs into the mats to stabilize ourselves. Then we do these tiny little crunches to strengthen our psoas muscles and our vaginas. And we work really hard. We cheer each other on. There's silver hair and turquoise jewelry everywhere. Out of all the women in the class, the teacher singled me out and said that I'm not going to benefit from physical therapy long term, and that I wouldn't even benefit from a laparoscopic procedure, and that I should eventually have hip replacement surgery. I'm gonna get my hip replaced, and my mom is gonna give me a ride home. Now, my dad's dad was very old. He was born in 1902. That's a long time ago. Even back then, they knew that was a long time ago. He grew up on a farm in East Troy, Wisconsin. He was one of like 12 kids. 6 died in childhood. That's sad, but that wasn't that uncommon back then. Your kid would come home, and they go, I got a cough. And you go, okay, and you put a wet towel on their head, and then you'd shut the door, and you go, we should have another kid, because this one's a goner. We tried everything, including towel. That's why people had big families. You realize, you'd have 12 kids, 6 would die at a cough, and then you'd have 6 kids, which is still a lot of kids, but it's a manageable amount of kids. That's what bugs me about these modern American Catholic people who are like, we're very traditional, we have 9 kids. It's like, that's not the tradition. The tradition is you birth 9, 5 die with towels on their heads, and then you have 4 kids. Nobody's looking for 9 new Catholic adults to just be walking around. In 2020, I was in a drug rehab facility. I was on the phone with my dad, and he was very emotional, and we were talking, and he was trying to think of something wise to say. And at one point, he goes, I just wish Grandpa were here. I said, Dad, if Grandpa were here, he would be 118 years old. And I highly doubt he would have good advice about handling social media backlash. Something tells me that a dairy farmer from East Troy, Wisconsin, who was too old to fight in World War II. Sorry. It's my favorite thing about him. He was too old for the oldest thing that ever happened. They needed every guy. And my grandpa showed up and they were like, oh, no, we're good. We're full. We won. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a great show for you tonight. Chappell Roan is here. Stick around and we'll be right back.